The General Atomics MQ-1C Grey Eagle, previously the Warrior, also called Sky Warrior and ERMP or Extended Range Multi-Purpose, is a medium-altitude, long-endurance, MALE, unmanned aircraft system, UAS. It was developed by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems, GAACI, for the United States Army as an upgrade of the General Atomics MQ-1 Predator. Development. The U.S. Army initiated the Extended Range Multi-Purpose UAV competition in 2002, with the winning aircraft due to replace the RQ-5 Hunter. 2 aircraft were entered, the IAI/Northrop Grumman Hunter II, and the Warrior. In August 2005, the Army announced the Warrior to be the winner and awarded a $214 million contract for system development and demonstration. The Army intends to procure 11 Warrior systems. Each of these units has 12 UAVs and 5 ground control stations. With an expected total program cost of $1 billion, the aircraft was to enter service in 2009. The Army sought to have the Warrior designated MQ-12, but the United States Department of Defense allocated the designation MQ-1C instead. It is planned to be operated by Task Force Odin in Iraq and/or Afghanistan. In August 2010, the U.S. Army announced that the MQ-1C had officially been assigned the name Grey Eagle. The Army announced on September 3, 2010 that the integration of the AGM-114 Hellfire missile on the UAV had been so successful that 4 weaponized MQ-1Cs would be deployed to Afghanistan in late 2010. In March 2011, Grey Eagles started showing poor reliability across all major subsystems. During that month, one Grey Eagle crashed in California when a faulty chip blocked commands to part of the aircraft's flight control surfaces. Flight testing was delayed, and was resumed when the chip was replaced, but had left it with fewer available flight hours. The average time between failures of the aircraft or components is 25 hours, while the minimum required is 100 hours. The ground control station's time between failures is 27 hours, while the minimum time required is 150 hours. Sensors fail at 134 hours, compared to 250 hours required. In October 2011, a report concluded the Grey Eagle was meeting only 4 out of 7 key performance parameters, and its reliability fell short of predicted growth. 11 unplanned software revisions had generally improved reliability. Reliability problems were attributed mostly to software issues from newly installed sensors, which did not reappear once fixed. Initial focus was on expanding capability and achieving an availability rate of 80%, then addressing reliability. Improved Grey Eagle. On July 27, 2013, General Atomics announced the successful first flight of the improved Grey Eagle, IGE. The IGE is designed for increased endurance, with 23 additional hours compared to its Block I predecessor. It has 50% greater fuel capacity through its deep belly fuselage and features 50% or more payload capacity. The upgraded centerline hardpoint supports integration of a 500-pound, 227 kilograms, optional external fuel tank or 360-degree sensor payload. The IGE's additional space, plus an improved Lycoming Del 120 heavy fuel engine, HFE, provides growth capability for an improved airworthiness design, with the potential of incorporating lightning protection, damage tolerance, and traffic collision avoidance system, TCAS, features. On October 11, 2013, the improved Grey Eagle took off from GAACI's El Mirage Flight Operations Facility and flew for 45.3 continuous hours until October 13. The flight was the first of 2 endurance demonstrations of the IGE for the U.S. Army. From 17-19 January 2014, the IGE performed its second endurance flight demonstration for the Army, flying 36.7 continuous hours. Unlike the previous test where no payload was carried, this test had the aircraft flying with a SIGINT pod on one wing and 2 Hellfire missiles on the other. With endurance claims carrying the payload configuration validated, the IGE will receive upgrades to make it compatible with the Army's One System Ground Control Station, OSGS, and Future Universal Ground Control System, UGCS, with flights of the upgrade to be conducted in summer 2014. In July 2015, the Army's Grey Eagle procurement plan was amended to include the extended range improved Grey Eagle, purchasing an initial 36 units for the Army's intelligence and special forces groups. The first 19 IGEs were ordered in June 2015 for the first delivery in September 2017 and completion by September 2018. At that point, the only IGE demonstrator was lost in a flight training incident in early 2015. The maiden flight of the production variant of the MQ-1C Grey Eagle ER was carried out on October 29, 2016. Although the ER version will become the baseline configuration for the type, the upgrade is not yet available as a retrofit for in-service Grey Eagles. The Grey Eagle Extended Range, GEER, will be delivered to the Army for operational testing in 2018. Upgrades. In 2014, the U.S. Army was expanding the use of manned-unmanned teaming, MUMT, technologies to manned aircraft to receive video feeds and control weapon on board unmanned aircraft to improve situational awareness and better support ground elements, making ground units less reliant on other services' aircraft for overwatch and air support. The AH-64E Apache attack helicopter is the first Army rotorcraft with purpose-built MUMT technology, allowing pilots to remotely control a Grey Eagle, extending the Apache's reach by using the Grey Eagle's sensors and weapons from the helicopter cockpit. Tests demonstrated that the Apache's engagement range increases with MUMT as the Grey Eagle can designate targets outside the helicopter's own targeting system range, increasing survivability and potentially needing fewer helicopters as their effectiveness is increased with the inclusion of Grey Eagle. An Apache can control a Grey Eagle and access its sensors and weapons from up to 70 miles, 110 kilometers, away. In May 2015, B Systems was awarded an initial production contract to provide 12 Tactical Signals Intelligence Payload, TSP, sensors for the MQ-1C. The TSP SIGINT system captures a 360-degree aerial field of view to identify, detect, and geolocate electronic emitters. It has an open software-defined architecture and a single system can address multiple targets. In June 2015, soldiers performed an initial test and evaluation for the One System Remote Video Terminal, OSRV, enabling ground forces to control a Grey Eagle's payload. The OSRV is a portable system consisting of a radio transceiver, laptop, antennas, and software to communicate with the UAV and receive video and other data from it. Control of the sensor payload is UAS level of interoperability 3, a step below control of flight through MUMT. Design. A medium-altitude long-endurance, MALE, UAV, the Grey Eagle has an increased wingspan and is powered by a Tailor Centurion 1.7 heavy fuel engine, HFE. This is a diesel piston engine that burns jet fuel, giving the aircraft better performance at high altitudes. It can operate for 36 hours at altitudes up to 25,000 feet, 7,600 m, with an operating range of 200 nautical miles, 400 kilometers. The aircraft's nose fairing was enlarged to house a synthetic aperture radar/ground moving target indicator, SAR/GMTI, system, and targeting is also provided with an AN/AAS-52 multispectral targeting system, MTS, under the nose. The aircraft can carry a payload of 800 pounds, 360 kilograms, and may be armed with weapons such as AGM-114 Hellfire missiles and GBU-44/B Viper strike-guided bombs. Its sensors can fuse infrared imagery and use the SAR to scan and detect changes in terrain like tire tracks, footprints, and buried improvised explosive devices when performing a second scan. In May 2013, Raytheon delivered 2 electronic attack payloads as part of the Army's Networked Electronic Warfare, Remotely Operated, NERO, system, for jamming enemy communications on behalf of the Joint Improvised Explosive Device Defeat Organization, JIDO. Derived from the Communications Electronic Attack Surveillance and Reconnaissance, CESAR, system on the C-12 Huron, mounting NERO on the unmanned Grey Eagle gives reduced risk, reduced operating costs, and 2 to 3 times the endurance of electronic attack missions. Test flights showed that the Grey Eagle could operate with the jammer payload without being subject to adverse effects. The improved Grey Eagle has a maximum gross takeoff weight 4,200 pounds, 1,900 kilograms, with its 205 HP engine, compared to the Grey Eagle's 3,600 pounds, 1,600 kilograms, and 160 HP engine. The Grey Eagle can carry 575 pounds, 261 kilograms, of fuel, while the IGE can carry 850 pounds, 390 kilograms, of fuel internally with its deep belly design and 500 pounds, 230 kilograms, centerline hardpoint. External fuel tanks can add 450 pounds, 200 kilograms, of extra fuel, allowing for a 50-hour endurance. The IGE also increases internal payload capacity from 400 pounds, 180 kilograms, to 540 pounds, 240 kilograms. Empty weight is 1,318 kilograms, 2,906 pounds, endurance without the external tank is 45 hours, an engine can sustain an output of 180 HP continuously. General Atomics has added new winglets that can increase endurance a further 1% and allow the addition of a new vertical antennae. A special operations configuration can carry 2 Hellfire missiles and a SIGINT payload for 35 hours, as opposed to 14-15 hours for the Block 1 Grey Eagle. Operational history. The Army's 1st Infantry Division's Combat Aviation Brigade deployed to Iraq with developmental Grey Eagles in June 2010. On June 2, 2012, the Grey Eagle reached a record 10,000 successful automatic launch and recoveries with the Automatic Takeoff and Landing System, ATLS. The system also landed with a 26-knot crosswind. By July 25, 2012, the Army's Grey Eagle Block 1 aircraft has accumulated more than 35,000 flight hours since it was first deployed in 2008. On June 25, 2012, General Atomics announced that the Grey Eagle had been deployed in its first full company of 12 aircraft. Initial operational test and evaluation, IOTNE, was completed in August 2012. There were 50 aircraft in service with a greater than 80% system operational availability rate. The Army is equipping 15 companies with Grey Eagle drones to go to every active duty division. Each company will have 9 aircraft serviced by 128 soldiers, which would increase to 12 with an additional platoon when deployed. 2 to 3 companies are being fielded annually until 2018. Full-rate production was planned for April 2013, with follow-on operational testing in 2015 using a new ground station in common with the RQ-7 Shadow. From 2008 to July 2013, the Grey Eagle has accumulated over 70,000 flight hours. On September 25, 2013, the Grey Eagle achieved 20,000 successful automatic launch and recoveries with the ATLS system, 15 months after reaching 10,000 successes. As of October 2013, ATLS is used at 8 sites including 3 overseas sites, with 4 more sites planned by January 2015. The Grey Eagle Block I has flown 80,000 hours since 2009 and currently averages 3,200 flight hours per month. Cumulative flight hours increased 64% within the last year. In November 2013, the 160th SOAR Army Special Operations Unit received its first MQ-1C Grey Eagle. The regiment operating the Grey Eagle lessens their dependence on Air Force drones for providing reconnaissance and strike capabilities to special operations teams. The MQ-1C has greater capabilities than RQ-7 Shadow UAVs operated by the regiment by extending their range of coverage beyond a specific area of operations. 2 SOAR companies are to have 12 aircraft each. In July 2015, an unarmed Grey Eagle crashed in Iraq after a communications failure that was supporting Operation Inherent Resolve against the Islamic State. In March 2017, U.S. Army has begun the process to permanently station the MQ-1C Grey Eagle at Kunsan Air Base in South Korea. In February 2018 it was announced that following the completion of construction of hangars and supporting facilities at the base, 12 MQ-1CS will be deployed to Kunsan in March/April 2018. Specifications. General characteristics. Crew, 0. Length, 28 feet, 8.53 m. Wingspan, 56 feet, 17 m. Height, 6.9 feet, 2.1 m. Max takeoff weight, 3,600 pounds, 1,633 kilograms. Power plant, 1 times Tailor Centurion 1.7 heavy fuel engine, 165 HP. Performance. Maximum speed, 167 knots, 192 miles per hour, 309 kilometers per hour. Endurance, 25 hours. Service ceiling, 29,000 feet, 8,839.2 m. Armament. Hardpoints, 4. Missiles, 4 times AGM-114 Hellfire or 8 times AIM-92 Stinger. Bombs, 4 times GBU-44/B Viper Strike. Avionics. AN/ZPY-1 Starlight Radar.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.